Hey everybody, how's it going? My name is Jimmy. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today we're talking about raw images and raw video, actually. Raw images are what photographers use to get these massive files of a certain scene or portrait, and the information captured on these files is so great because um, it allows us to edit the pictures later, which means the picture file itself, the raw images, are not the final process images you give to a client. They're the ones you mess with. They're the ones you edit. So that's why they look kind of flat and gray and just kind of uninspiring, because they're not done yet. Raw images are not the final product. Which leads me to my question today to all of you. When it comes to raw images, do you give them to your client? Why would you give them to your client? Because they ask. Sometimes the consumer can be savvy enough to find out about what a raw image is and ask you, do you shoot in RAW for my wedding, for my event? I want those raw images. And some, like myself, and I admit I have wavered back and forth on this topic with my opinion. I'm wondering where I am right now with it, which is why I'm bringing this up to you. So leave me your thoughts down below. But I used to think, well, there's no way I'm giving you my raw images, because what are you going to do with them? You're going to upload them because you won't even know what they are, what they're for. You don't know how to edit them. You don't have the software. You don't have the know-how. You're going to upload whatever hell you're going to do with them, and they're going to look like crap, and people are going to think that's my work. Oh, that would be the worst. I do all this work, and you mess with it, and then my name gets dragged through the mud. I don't even care if one person looks at it and thinks it's crap. That's just one too many that I could have avoided by not giving you the raw images, is what I used to think. Now, is that like a scarcity mindset? I don't know. Maybe. The other train of thought, school of thought I've been kind of wrestling with lately is the consumer, the client, pays for the service. Shouldn't just give it to them. That's what they paid for. Way back when I used to work for a photo place, I used to process photos from film, and those are the raw images, aren't they? You can reprocess ones from the negative and make them black and white. You can make them bigger, smaller, whatever you want. That is the negative. That is the raw image. You would never cut out the negative and post it on your wall, would you? No, you can do stuff with it, and it's almost expected to. That's why we give them the negatives. So how is that any different? Why is it different when it comes to raw digitally? I know a lot of photographers that are vehemently against giving raw images to their clients, and I can see it both ways. So I guess people with the JPEGs, the final product, they can edit those too. Just because you don't give them the raw files doesn't mean they can't mess with the final images anyway, like they know any better. If they get the JPEG from me and they think, oh, I want it black and white, they just bring down the saturation, now it's a black and white photo, and they put it on Instagram. So they're going to mess with it whether they know about a raw image or not. You could do that with video. Do you ever ask a videographer, can I have your raw footage? They're going to say, no, of course you can't. It's not done yet. So how is that any different from photography? You guys know about those wedding books, whatever, those compilation books you can get on Shutterfly or whatever? I wonder, I've never done it before, but on there, when you get those services that compile those mediums for you, are there ways to adjust the highlights and shadows and contrast? Because I swear, when I see people putting the final works of mine in these books or printouts, whatever, they're changing the values of my original work. It comes extra hot and saturated in a distasteful way. That's just my opinion. But why does that matter? Why do I get upset about it? Because it's my work. They shouldn't be messing with it. But it's up to them if they want to. If they want to take pictures of mine that I've already thought was suitable and edited and to be framed, and they want to upload it to the website on Facebook or Instagram, they can instantly slap another filter on it and change my photo. So they're going to do it anyway. Some people are in the some photographers are in this school of thought where, like, if they paid for it, just give them everything that they want, including the raw images. Because when you do that, they often don't do anything with them anyway. That's a pretty interesting way of putting it. Just give them whatever and they won't do anything with it. Okay, that's probably true. I think I fall into that category where I ask, the people I'm working with for everything, and I just kind of glad that I have it because I paid for it, but I don't actually do anything with the extra stuff that I got. So maybe that's what they're talking about. Let me know what your thoughts are about handing out raw footage or raw images to your clients. Do you feel like it's not good in their hands because they're not photographers and they don't understand? I'm talking about people who don't know about photography, right? But clients, nonetheless, do you feel like it's not really in the right hands, therefore they don't deserve to have the raw images, despite the fact they can edit the JPEGs anyway, and they probably will? Or do you feel like it's okay to give it to them because you think that they won't do anything with it and they've already paid for the service and it's just as much theirs when they buy it? I've just as much confused myself while talking about it. I was hoping by vocalizing my concerns in this topic that I will find some clarity, but it turns out I'm going to need your guidance and your experience down below in the comments. So let me know what you think and try to sway me either way, because I have a lot to learn when it comes to clients' perspectives in the photography game. So thank you so much for listening. I'll see you next time. I have a lot of cool surprises coming up. See you soon. Bye-bye.